guys, it's Mary with Mary Making Crafts, and in today's video I am actually just going to do a little kit up and chat, and I figure this will function similarly to a whip and chat. Whip and chat, whip standing for work in progress, and kitting up is my work in progress. So I'll be doing that today while we just chat a bit. So I am going to be kitting this this kit here up. This is in Santorini. This is a Diamond Art Club kit. It's 24 by 18 inches or 61 by 46 centimeters. It has 40 colors, 2 ABs. The ABs I've actually already got in some containers here. It's a round kit. There's some pretty peachy and an orange in there. So I'm using my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. I have small ones here, mediums, larges, and extra larges, and I have a whole nother empty kit to supplement with in case I run out of any of the sizes here. So yeah, I figure I'll just get started. Anywho, so, and that was another thing I was going to mention too, is this kit is an older one. Is not the in Santorini that just came back in stock, but it is the older kit, and I'm having to actually cut out all of the stickers individually, so first world problem there. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I will try my best not to crinkle too much. And if the crinkling bothers you, I am very sorry. I have a little trash can here to my right. I'm making sure that there's room in there for it. Okay. Anywho, oops, I just bumped y'all. So how is everybody? I don't really have plans on what I'm gonna talk about here. So if I'm a little like all over the place, that would be why. But I had this request to do a kit up and chat, and I was like, you know what? I can do that. I'll figure out something to talk about. But first off, tell me how you are and maybe what you're working on while you do this. I will say these stickers are so hard to get off with my nails. Speaking of my nails, I am gonna try to go do a fill-in tomorrow, so I know that those look pretty rough. But I am, like I said, gonna try to do get a fill-in tomorrow. It's so funny. I'll tell the story of these nails actually. I have the hardest time finding a nail artist in Chicago that will do what I want them to do, which is like, I find these random designs online and I'm like, oh, I want to get that on my nails. But like a lot of nail artists can't do it. Like they have a hard time doing that. So I just have a hard time finding, like I had the hardest time finding somebody to do my nails for our wedding. But because there was like just a design on one finger that I really wanted, and oh my gosh, I can tell you that story momentarily. But before that, I'll tell you the story of my Chicago nail tech. So my Chicago nail tech, I really like this particular salon. I had gone there actually with my bachelorette party back when, like in November of last year, just because I wanted to practice having acrylic nails, because I hadn't had acrylic nails really since, I don't know, since prom maybe. So I like had a lot of anxiety about getting acrylics. So I was like, let me practice this because I want my nails to look nice for the wedding. So that's what I did. I, got them done for the bachelorette party and really liked them. So just, stuck with it. But yeah, so I haven't had acrylics on constantly since then. I try to like give my nails a break. But I love having them. Like they just look pretty the whole time you have them until they grow out like this, and then you're like, no. But I don't know, I really like them. They are a little pricey, which is another reason why I don't maintain them all the time, because who could? Like, I'm like, there's no way I can't. I mean, I guess I might be able to afford it, but I really don't want to. I'm like, there's just things I want to spend more on than my nails, So I don't do that. But anyway, so this nail tech, I really liked him, and I kept going back to him. Well, the last time I was there, you've probably seen in some of my videos, I had some like a neon, almost pink or orange, and like the shape was kind of like a little, it was like a V at the end of my nail. Well, when I went to get my nails done that way, my nail tech was like, oh, like that's like the old style. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't realize it wasn't in fashion. Not that I ever care about being in fashion. But I was like, oh, okay, didn't realize that was not in anymore. And he's like, next time you come, you pick the color and I'll do the design. And I really love teal. So I was like, it's summer, teal sounds fun, let's do it. So this is the design that he did. But yeah, I don't know if I'm 100% sure how I feel about it. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't know if it's what I would have chosen for myself. But you know, what are you gonna do? So I like it, but I'm thinking maybe the next time I go, AKA tomorrow morning, that I might just, oh my gosh, I might just do all solid. That is one thing it's really hard to peel stickers with these nails. But yeah, I might just go with a solid color and just do solids, like a solid all the way. Because that's never out of style, is it? I was like, out of style, okay. Dang, way to be insulting. But no, so I don't know. I might just do a single solid color. Who knows? Anywho, I'm glad I have the acrylics right now. It's fun for the summer, but I'll probably give them a break after, like, I usually will only do acrylics 3 times. Like, I'll get the original set, and then I get 2 fills, and then I get them taken off. So this will be the second fill this next time I go, and then I'll have them taken off, and I probably won't do them again until, honestly, probably October. Like, I'll give them a break, and maybe get them done at the beginning of October. You know, because we're going on our honeymoon at the end of October, and I'd like to have them done for that. But yeah, anywho, that's it for my nails. Ooh, you know what I could talk about? Going to get a haircut. That's my other thing. I'm just, like I said, y'all, I'm literally just coming up with stuff to talk about because I don't, it's like stream of consciousness today because I don't have plans for what to talk about because I want to like save my weekly thing for my whip and chat, you know? But, yeah, I did, I actually, this is a fun story. So my ex-boyfriend, the person that I dated before I dated David and then decided to marry him, I broke up with him back in, I broke up with him. We had an amicable breakup, but he, we stopped dating in 2016. So, I mean, like, that's a while ago. I'm allowed. Like, I'm like, there's like, is there like a statute of limitations when I'm allowed to talk about this person? But no, I'm not talking about it poorly. I'm just saying, that's like when we broke up at the beginning of 2016. So it's been, you know, 6 years. I think I can talk about him. Anyway, so he actually was a hairdresser. And I know what you're thinking. I know a lot of men who are hairdressers, are not heterosexual, but he was because he was foreign. So, and not saying that you can't be heterosexual and be a hairdresser. I just know that's a common thing, common misconception. Anyway, but yeah, so he was actually the person who did my hair, and so I always have a lot of anxiety around getting haircuts because I feel like that was, you know, that was a sore spot for me growing up. Like, any of you guys have like the worst haircuts ever? And you're like, Mom, how could you have let me do that? Like, I don't understand. And she's like, well, it's the haircut you wanted. And I'm like, no, you should have said, no, ma'am, that looks like a helmet. Like, I'm like, why did you let me get that? Oh my God, I had so many terrible haircuts growing up. Like, seriously, it's traumatic. I had, I like kept getting bangs because I thought that was the thing to do. And I'm like, now I look back on it and I'm like, who in the world, why, mom? Anyway, so yeah, I had bangs for the longest. I had these gigantic glasses. Oh my gosh, I'll have to show y'all a picture sometime. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but whew, I was rough. Anyway, so I have like a lot of trauma around haircuts because and I think it was a learned behavior since I was a kid. I was like, I can't handle having another terrible haircut. So I had a lot of anxiety around who was going to cut my hair. Well, when I broke up with that ex, I had left a job also the year prior, like 6 months prior. And at that job, one of my coworkers' sisters was a hairdresser. And I was like, you know, maybe I'll just go to her because it's like somebody I know and I can at least express that anxiety over somebody doing my hair. Because I don't know, I wasn't ready. Anyway, so I went to her name's Brittany, and she's great. Since then, no one else has cut my hair. So I'm like, if she ever leaves Chicago, what am I gonna do? No, I'm sure I will find somebody. And I don't have the same anxiety I did then because I keep my hair pretty long. Like I don't do like super stylized cuts anymore. Like, well, not that I was doing stylized cuts when I was 12 either, but you know, I don't get anything fancy done to my hair. Like I just get it cut in layers and shortened a little. But yeah, so I am really, really due for a haircut. It's been way too long. So maybe I'll go do that soon too. That is something that very much needs to be done. Let's see, these are all going to be tinies right here. Yeah, I get very anxious when my hair gets too long too, because it becomes so hard to take care of. Like there are people who like keep their hair so long, and I'm like, I just don't know how they do it. I would not have a good time with that. But I'm grabbing a pair of tweezers to see if maybe that will help me get these stickers, because they are tough. Oh my gosh, it's not helping. I'm like, is there a way I should have done this? Like, am I missing something? What on earth? Like, do you see this struggle? Okay, I can see it separating now. Goodness gracious. Okay, that is annoying. Anyway. So yeah, I really need a haircut. I will say too though, I'll never bleach my hair ever again, I don't think. I say that now and then I'll get bored with it and I'll end up bleaching it at some point, but y'all, my hair is really, really thin. And I have very thin hair. I have curly hair, but it's not really curly, it's more wavy than anything else. And I didn't even know that I had curly hair actually until recently. You know, the whole curly girl method came into the scene, and I was like, holy crap, I think I might have curly hair. And lo and behold, I do. It's like I said, it's wavy, but if I leave it just natural, like if I don't do anything to my hair at all, and I just let it dry completely, I kid you not, I look like Hagrid from Harry Potter. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, that's not me being mean. Like, I'm literally telling you what my hair looks like if I just let it dry. I look like Hagrid, and that's what my hair does. It just kind of frizzes out like that, and it looks insane. But I have very thin hair, and I don't have a ton of it. So, like, I try to be very careful with my hair, because I'm like, I don't need to lose any of it because I don't have much of it to start with. But yeah, so I try to let it dry naturally as much as I can. And I have found some products, like some mousse and things like that, that I can, that I can use that don't, that help with that frizz a little bit. But I still, like, I can't figure out how to get my hair looking great without heat styling it. But anyway, I had gone almost full blonde before, and that was insane. It really like destroyed my hair for a while. And then once it completely grew out and everything was good, I was like, I'm never dyeing it again. Well, what did I do? I went and I got like balayage highlights, and this was probably in maybe 2018, 2019. I had the balayage in my hair. Yeah, it was 2019. And so, and it looked really beautiful. But I mean, because I have such dark brown hair, like I have to bleach it first, and then I can, you know, add some toner in it to make it whatever color that we wanted. And I just kind of wanted like a nice caramel brown, you know? So I get this beautiful caramel brown in my hair, and my hair looked great for a while, but the breakage in my hair, and I mean, my hairstylist uses all the right things that you're supposed to use when you bleach somebody's hair. There's like Olaplex and all of that stuff. She used the whole Olaplex system, and people are like, oh my God, it's magical. I have almost no damage. Oh my gosh, no. Like my hair just doesn't take to it well because it's so thin. So yeah, I did not have a great time having the dye in my hair, or having my hair lightened. So I really do honestly think that I'm gonna be able to resist the urge anymore to change my hair color, because my hair, my little strands of hair cannot handle it. They're weak, so weak. But yeah, so I really want to go get my hair done. Now I'm talking about it more, I'm like, oof, I have to like make that appointment. Anywho, again, in the summer, I don't like to do it either because, you know, it's harsh on your hair if you go swimming and stuff like that. I'm like, no more coloring, no more. But what else? I'm like, what else can I talk about? I will say, if you hear some noises, there's a couple things going on around the house today. For one, I still can't get this sticker off here. That's one thing. No, for one, we are doing some laundry right now because it's like the middle of the day on Saturday, and we're just trying to play catch up and get a few things done. So we are doing some laundry, and my craft room is like right next to our laundry room, so I'm sure you'll hear something at some point. But getting some laundry done, and then we actually, it's a fun story. So there's a block party on our block today, and oh my gosh, I hate when I spill them. I hate it. I need to I'll just grab a tray. Let's grab a tray and scoop them into that and then pour them in. Whoops. Anyway, so there's a block party happening on our street today. And I don't really know all of what block parties entail. I've never been to one. And I don't want to go because maybe because I'm antisocial. I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to meet neighbors that I don't know and like have to go hang out with people that I don't know. And like, I don't know. I was just like, I'm not interested in going to that. Well, we got a notification that the block party was happening on our street. And they're like, you know, to participate in the block party, we ask that you bring a dish to share with everybody and donate $50 to like, you know, host, I guess they're doing a band and a bouncy house and a water slide and all these things. So I was like, okay, well, we're not going to it, so I don't think we're going to give the $50, you know? And I thought this was going to be a volunteer thing, you know? Like, oh, if you're participating. Well, one day we see a lady that's coming down the street and she's knocking on everybody's door, talking to them for a minute, maybe collecting something. Like, we just kind of saw her coming. And I told David, I said, if she knocks on our door, do not answer it. I bet you she's collecting the money. Sure enough, that is what she was there for. So we didn't answer the first time she came. I was like, I'm not going to give $50. Like, we don't have children. So I just didn't want to participate. Like, this is kind of like an am I the a-hole story. Like on Reddit, I'm like, am I the a-hole for being like, I don't want to donate to this because I'm not Like $50 is quite a lot to ask somebody if they're not participating in something. And so I think they just kind of assumed that everybody on the block was participating, and because we're new, I mean, quote unquote new, we moved here in October, but because we're new that we were going to participate, and I was like, but we're not. So, and I kind of feel bad about it. I'm like, oh my God, speaking of which, somebody just rang our doorbell. I don't know if I'm going to go check and see who that is. I don't know. Maybe David will handle it. He's already downstairs. So, or it might be somebody delivering something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we had, so this lady comes, rings the doorbell. We don't answer. And then a week later, she comes again. And the reason that I knew that's what it was, because we got another notice on our door that said, if you don't have your, if you haven't given your $50 yet, like so-and-so will be around on Friday to collect it. And I'm like, to collect it? Like, we're not in an HOA, by the way. Like, we're just we're on a neighborhood street in Chicago. Like, this is not, we are not in like any subdivision or anything like that. So I was like, and if we were in a subdivision or had an HOA or something, like, then maybe I would, even if we were not participating. But I'm like, I'm not gonna give money to this thing. Like, I don't feel like I should have to. Anyway, so she came a second time, and we did not answer the door. Well, she came a third time. She sure did. And the third time she came, I wasn't home, but David answered and said, like, sorry, we're not participating. We're not going to give you the money. And, so yeah, she didn't, like, she like said, oh, okay, I understand. Thanks. Like, I don't know. So that was awkward. So now I'm like, maybe we made a horrible impression on our neighbors. I don't know. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm very funny about like eating food from people that I don't know. And then like, with COVID being what it is right now, I was like, I don't know that I want to just like go and talk to people all day in like the heat while I listen to other people's children screaming. I was like, this just does not sound like a good time to me. Like, that sounds miserable. Thank you. So yeah, I didn't want to go. I mean, neither did David. I was like, we're not doing it. Anywho, so I'm very curious about what that doorbell was. I might have to go and check and see what it was, because I need to know. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm like, no, I need to know. Be right back, y'all. Okay, I am back, and it was actually good timing because the laundry needed to be switched over. So I like took the load out of the washer and put it in the dryer. And yeah, I kind of started this again, and I was like, wait a second, I need to turn my camera back on. Yeah, so we, anywho, so I did check what the doorbell was, and it was a delivery. And actually the thing that delivered is really ridiculous. David was like, what did you buy? It's like a huge box. And, yeah, I had to fess up. So I bought something fun. No, so I bought, the other day I got an email from the treasure truck, the Amazon treasure truck. So if you're not familiar, the Amazon treasure truck is an interesting concept that started pre-COVID, and it was about, I'm gonna try this small one and see if it'll fit these. I bet it won't. But so the treasure truck was this whole concept that, like, in larger cities where there were more people, oh, this barely fits, but I'm doing it. In larger cities where there's more people, they had this whole concept where there was an Amazon treasure truck that would come around. I don't know where that other one went. Oh, well. That would like park in certain locations, and they would have a thing, like an item that was like on super sale, like at least 30% off. And you could go, and if you wanted that item, you could reserve it, and then go pick up your order at the Amazon treasure truck. So it's kind of like a an in-person place where you could go and pick up these things. Well, I never actually participated in it because nothing on there was like something that I wanted. I don't think I've ever bought anything from the treasure truck, even though I go and I look to see what it is each time. Well, this time it got me. So the thing that they were selling is actually something that I have been wanting for a long time, and I kept seeing at Costco and never bought because, you know, just for one reason or another. Usually because David's with me and he talks me down and tells me not to buy it. Well, this time I was by myself and I bought the thing. So it is like an extra large beanbag, like mega large. It's like 5 feet wide, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just, oh my God, I just laughed and I like blew the things everywhere. But yeah, I've been wanting one for a while. And I thought it would be really fun. Like, so we have this room in the basement that right now, all of our Christmas decorations are stored in. And I'm like, this is the perfect room to have like a little library or something in. So that is my goal for that room at some point, is to put shelves in there and put all of our books. Like, we have all of our books in our attic right now. And I'm like, wouldn't it be fun to put shelves in here and you know, put all of our, oh my gosh, I set this down and I got diamonds everywhere. Anyway, wouldn't it be fun to just put all of our books in one room, and then we have a place to like read to our kids, when we have kids. I don't even know. You can definitely hear that laundry going now, so I apologize for that, but we have stuff we gotta get done, you guys. Anyway, so I don't know, I just wanted it. So I wanted that beanbag for that room eventually, but yeah, so anywho, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I got distracted because I got a text message, but yeah, I just wanted one of those beanbag chairs and I thought it would be really cozy and comfy. And you know, I was reading the reviews of them online and it had pretty good reviews. They like, apparently the what do you call it, the stuffing, like the filling, is a, I don't know if this bag is gonna fit in here. I might have, it's questionable. That's fine, it'll be fine. But yeah, whenever the filling comes, it's like a 50-pound thing of filling. And I was like, that means that this thing is 50 pounds. Like, I was like, oh no. I'm like, we have to get it downstairs. But yeah, so this filling is like what you would put in a memory foam mattress. Like, it's like chunks of that. And so it is like in a compact little box, like a brick, not box, but a brick. So we have to take it out of, we have to take it out of there and like fluff it. And it's going to be, that's going to be interesting. But somebody was saying it took them like 45 minutes to get all the filling apart and fluffed. And I was like, I am not looking forward to that. So maybe I'll do it like once we get it downstairs, and then maybe while we're watching something, I'll be working on it, because that sounds like a task. But yeah, so this kit is actually, there's a lot of colors where there's only a little bit of each one. So I'm like, I'm probably gonna run out of these small containers, but like I said, I have a whole nother set over there that I'll probably have to borrow from. So that's okay though. That's the point, right, of having multiples. I'm using the tweezers to get these off. I don't know that it's really better, but in my head it is. Yeah, so that's what I bought, and it's not cheap. They're over $100, but this one was 30% off, so it's like normally 160. So I did get it for like, I think it was like 125 or something. So it was a better deal. I don't know. I shop too much, you guys. And that's my thing, like even with Diamond Art Club, I'm like, they get me all the time, and I love what they do. Like, I think it's very smart. It's very smart marketing, right? Especially to have, you know, limited edition kits, and, you know, when you have to wait for things to come back in stock, you're like, oh, but I want it now. The limited editions too, like you know that you're not gonna get that thing again, so you have to jump on it, right? Otherwise, you're gonna miss out. And that's exactly what they capitalize on, is that FOMO. So, oh, it is real. It is real. In case you're not familiar with FOMO, FOMO just means fear of missing out. But yeah, I have major FOMO when it comes to Diamond Art Club. It's bad. And like, I think I just started purchasing their kits back in maybe March was my first order, I think. It might have been April. I think it was March though, or like very early April. Anyway, and my stash has just like grown exponentially since. And it's like, I'm at the point where I have more kits to do than I have like plans for, because I just can't, there's no way I'm gonna get to all of them within the next couple of years, especially, you know, especially if we decide to have kiddos. Like, I know that that's going to take a majority of my time, so I'm not really going to be able to diamond paint much once that happens. And so I'm like, why am I I don't know. I just laughed again and moved this anyway. But I'm like, why do I keep buying these kits? And it's, I don't know, it's bad. I need to stop. Like, I know it's not like it's not like I'm in debt. Like, you can spend your money on whatever you want, you know. But I'm not in debt from it. Like, I just really like them and I can afford them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. But it's like, yeah, I could also be saving that money. It's like, what is the point if it's going to sit in a closet for a couple of years? And then, like, what if my taste changes, you know? But the nice part is they do resell quite well. And people purchase them, but I don't know, like, my stash is kind of like my babies. I don't want to get rid of any of them. I have them all because I love them, so I don't know. I was very resistant to do the Gems Flow app for those, like to keep track of. If you're not familiar, the Gems Flow app is like a little, it's an iPhone app. I don't know if they have it for Android too, but I know they have it on iPhone. I downloaded it, but I've never used it. But it's all like manual entry. So whatever kits you have to enter manually. And that just sounded like too much work for me. But anyway, so I was like, I don't know if I want to do it, you know, because it's just like so much work to enter them all. But I think it might be nice, because I keep a logbook, but I haven't been keeping up with it like I'd want to. And with everything going electronic these days, I'm like, maybe I just keep it in that Gems Flow app, and then I don't have to worry about then I don't have to worry about like, oh, where's my logbook? Because I don't know, can you put notes in that? Like, I don't know anything about the Gems Flow app. I've never like tried to use it, so I'm like, could that just be an electronic logbook so I don't have to keep a paper one maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll mess with it for a bit and see. It when I first opened it, it didn't seem like super user friendly, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I just kind of got lazy and then never did anything with it. I am the worst. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'll try that out. But yeah, the only logbook I keep though, like, I don't have one that has special pages or anything. I just never felt the need for that. I have just a little, what do you call it? Like, just a little notebook, like with paper, lined paper in it. And actually, you're probably not even looking at the screen, but if you decide to, I'll show you. This was a little one that I had bought off Craftably's website. And I don't know, I thought the colors were kind of weird and funky, and I thought it was cute. So I think I'm just gonna use this as my logbook because it has crystals and diamonds on the outside. Like, why not? I don't know, I like it. So I have it here next to my old logbook that is falling apart, so that I might start using that one instead. But yeah, what else? I did take a peek outside, and it looks like the what do you call it? The block party is a hit with the kids. And I'm like, I don't have kids. What am I gonna? Because everything that they're doing is geared toward children. Like they're, you know, they have like this badminton thing set up, and they have like a water slide and a bouncy house, and I don't know, potato sack races. I don't even know what else they're doing, but I'm like, all of this is like, everything that they had on the list was for kids. And I was like, I'm not sure how I would participate because I don't have children. But anyway, I do not feel, I do have FOMO when it comes to Diamond Art Club kids, but I do not have FOMO when it comes to this, this block party outside. But we actually, we need to go outside today and do something outside. We bought, from Costco, we bought, and it just delivered the day before yesterday. We bought an umbrella. So we have this beautiful table, like this patio set that we had gotten from Costco as well. It's pretty awesome. It's like a counter height, so it's a little taller. Ooh, I finally get to use one of the bigger ones. I like using the big ones. I don't know why, it's fun to me. Darn, it's not gonna fit in this. I hate when that happens. So I just like, see, it won't fit in this thing. So what I might do is just move this one, and I'll just have one that's out of order. Dang it. Anyway, I love it when it works out perfectly. Listen to me. I'm like, why can't it work out perfectly? That's dumb. Anyway, so what are we talking about? Oh, this table. So we have this like huge counter height table, and there are 6 chairs that go around it. And in the center of it, it actually has it's a fire pit. So it's, the gas driven, I don't know. It's a fire pit. It uses like propane tanks underneath, a propane tank underneath it. So it's not like one that you have to do any like crazy maintenance on or anything. Like we don't have to buy wood or anything for it. So I thought that was really cool that we could just, you know, at the click of a few buttons and knobs, we can have a little fire pit in the backyard. So it's really pretty when it's in motion. I really like it in motion when it's lit. I don't know, you guys. I say weird things sometimes. I'm like, why did I choose that word? Like, do you ever do that? You're like, why is that the word that I picked? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's like whenever I'm talking to a camera, I get like that. I'm like, why am I choosing these words? But yeah, so we have this nice patio set, but it doesn't have an umbrella that came with it. And I had been wanting to get one of the offset umbrellas for a while, but it almost always feels like they're sold separately from the base. And like, I don't know, I just didn't know what brand to get, and I'd never purchased anything like that before. Well, Costco had one on sale this past week, and we kind of went back and forth a couple times on whether or not we were gonna get it. And then grab the rest of these. And then we decided to go ahead and get it. So we did buy the umbrella. So it's when I say offset, it has a base, and then it sits in the base, but then it comes over a little ways. So you don't have to, like, it doesn't just stick straight up. It comes off to the side a little bit. And the base is super, super heavy so that it holds it in place. And we liked that, so we could, you know, have coverage for that table back there, because, you know, if people come over around dinner time in the summer, it's still pretty sunny out there, and it's a little hot. So we had been wanting one, like I said, for a while. So we finally bought the umbrella, and we got the base, and I have no unearthly idea how to put it together. So we are gonna have to go and do that. At some point today. Grabbing 2 more of these containers because I think I'm just gonna need the extra 2 than what I had here. I hope my picking up and setting down of those scissors isn't too loud. I don't know. I've never kitted up with like the noise in the background before, so I don't know how this video is gonna sound at all. And I don't have a microphone yet. You know, because I wasn't sure whether or not this channel was even gonna take off. I was like, I'm not gonna spend the money on you know, nice equipment just yet until I have, you know, the follower base to do so, and I can, then I will invest the money in it, right? Like, I think that makes sense. I think that's fair. So yeah, it'll probably be a while before I have like a nice microphone and have the setup all down. But I would like to get, like right now I do all of my recording, all of my editing, all on my phone, and then I just airdrop the final product to my MacBook, and then I upload from my computer to YouTube. So it's like a process. I'm very sad that there aren't many of this color because it's really pretty. It's hard to see. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but it's like a really pretty coral color. 3705. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if where was I? What was I even saying? Look, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, we'll see if the channel takes off, and then I'll buy some other equipment, and maybe another camera. I don't know. I'm always very curious, like how other people, like if they film on their phone or if they use a nice camera. And then, you know, Bree and I were talking about going live at some point, but I don't really have 2 cameras that I could stream with, like to show both my face and my kit. I do have like an old iPhone, so I'm like, maybe I could connect, because I mean the iPhone still works if you connect it to Wi-Fi. So I'm like, maybe I could connect the iPhone to Wi-Fi and use that to stream. I don't know if I'm able to do that, but if I am, you know, I could have one iPhone one iPhone on my face and one on my kit. I don't know. But there's a lot of, it's crazy how much I've learned just from starting this channel. And I'm almost done, you guys. I'm on my next to last color. But yeah, it's like crazy how much I've learned from starting the channel, and how much, you know, how much I have, like, do I need, like how much I've grown just from trying it. Like before I started YouTube, I had no idea how to, you know, how to edit a video, and I just learned it. Like I went online and did some research and just figured it out for myself. I had no idea like how to add music or what was allowed, what wasn't. So I did my research there, and, you know, found a thing that I could, you know, I pay for it. So I pay like a royalty fee for the music, and I get to use it. I don't know if these are gonna fit in one of these or if I should use the big one. Well, you know what? I'll put one in there and see if it uses half. If it uses less than half, we're safe, right? Does that logic sound? Anyway, so yeah, I just like I said, I learned it all from scratch. I already had a Canva membership to do like the thumbnails and stuff. And I got Canva. Oh yeah, this is gonna be iffy. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I got Canva for our wedding actually, because I was using it for all of like our signage at the wedding. Like I did it all myself. But I'm glad I had it. Like I learned how to use it because of that. So, and you know, all of it is self-taught. So I think I'm doing okay. Like, I don't know, I think I'm okay at it, but I wish I could, you know, film better quality videos, like, you know, just clear picture and stuff. But I feel like it's going pretty well so far, and I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys and, you know, keeping y'all company, and y'all keep me company, because I can just talk at my phone the whole time I'm kitting up a project, and look at that. It feels like it went pretty fast. I'm gonna stick an empty one here in the end there so it doesn't move too much. But whoops, there it is. So what I usually do when I'm done with this is I'll just grab containers and just go ahead and fill up the rest of this so it doesn't move around on me. I don't think, nope, that won't fit in there. I'll have to grab another smaller one from the other side. This will fit, yay, okay. There we go, it's all set. Bam. It's finished. I really like the colors in this kit. They're so pretty. Okay, you can see my light up there, sorry. Very pretty. Lots of blues and purples, which, yes. It's gonna be very fun to work on. Usually with kits like this, because of the empty space here, I will take this and I just kind of stick it right there, and then I can put the top right on top of it so I know which kit this is. Oh, that was very loud, sorry. So that way I know exactly which kit this is. So that's pretty cool. I like doing it that way. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. But thanks for hanging out with me, and to the 500 and some of you subscribed at this point, thank you so much. I hit that 500 mark and I was like, oh my gosh, like just shocked. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any of my shenanigans. I usually try to post a daily vlog, which I sometimes combine days if there's not much going on. And I have weekly whip and chats. This one was just a bonus kit up and chat. Yeah, I have weekly whip and chats, and I do a lot of unboxings because they're very fun to me. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.